Jeff with Precision Replacement Parts. I'm here with Greg today, and we're going to show you how to install a WCR 605, which takes a WLS 900 lock strip.
This fits a 1961 to 71 Dodge full-size truck. Here's the tools you'll need.
Let's get started.
Using a utility knife, we're going to cut the gasket from the outside. What we're trying to do here is expose the edge of the glass, remove the old gasket. Kind of giving slight pressure on the gasket while I cut with the utility knife. And we're going to do this around the entire perimeter on the outside.
All right, we have completed cutting the weather strip away from the glass to expose the whole edge of glass around the whole perimeter of the windshield. Now Greg's on the inside with a weather strip installation tool. What he's doing is breaking the bond between the glass and the gasket. Being that this is the original, very old gasket, we want to save the glass. This is how you would do it to make sure we don't break the glass off as we push it out. He's going to work his way around the whole windshield perimeter. All right, we broke the seal out along the inside of the whole perimeter of the windshield. And now we got our glass handlers on. So now we're going to tip it back. And we're going to remove the glass. As you can see, we have the glass removed now. So now we just need to remove the old gasket off the pinch weld. We're ready to install a new gasket. There's really only one way you can put this on. The channel for the lock strip goes out. And you start in the lower corners and you work your way along the top. Now as you can see, our example has quite a bit of corrosion here. And we would recommend that you take care of that by cleaning it up, priming it. But for the example of this video, we're going to go ahead with a dry install to show you how everything goes together. We're going to use the tape to hold the gasket up until we get the glass in place. You'll also notice that it's appearing as if this gasket's too large, but we need to keep working it on and then work it back into the corners to take up the extra slack. And this is the length is designed this way from the OEM. So as you see, as we work through this, we're going to take up that slack. And we're ready to do the lower section here. We're ready to set the glass now. Greg's going to go ahead and spray foaming glass cleaner along the gasket. And I'll do this side. Now we're going to take the glass. We're going to go underneath the roof line first, and then up, and then set the bottom on the gasket. Greg's going to be working in the bottom here, the ball and hook tool. And what he's doing is pulling it down and away from the glass, so he's not actually touching the glass with his tool. And what that's doing is pulling the lip of the gasket up and over the edge of the glass. Now you need to use some patience with this step, and you just go slowly. Now he's going to work on his corner and get that all in. Now we got this bottom corner in, we can work our way along the top. All right, we're going to finish up with the corner here. You'll notice I'm using the Weatherstrip installation tool, and this is just another option other than the ball and hook tool that we can use on this application. Now, that's the reason being that this gasket gives us a little more room. If it's a tighter fitting application like other gaskets, you'll need to use the ball and hook tool only. So I'm just pulling the lip of the gasket over the glass again. You have to be a little careful. You see the last little bit here, and it's actually rolling back off of the pinch wall here. So you just have to take some time. One thing you might want to try as you get back to this little section and it's kind of rolling off, take another Weatherstrip installation tool and go into the actual lock strip channel and kind of just pull up on it, and this will help keep the gasket on the pinch weld. And you'll notice that I'm just not sliding this, I'm actually sliding a little bit and then turning it, and that helps to get the gasket over the edge of the glass as well. Now we got it all hooked over, and all you need to do now is give it a couple taps, and Greg will give it on the inside, and that just further sets the gasket. And make sure it's hooked all the way over still. We're to the point where we can install a lock strip. Now we have our lock strip installation tool. We remove the ends we don't need to reduce the chance of scratching the paint. At this point, you're going to need to lube up the gasket either with some foaming glass cleaner, which we're going to use, or some soapy water. And I'm going to use the lock strip tool to basically open up the channel. That's all we're doing here. And Greg is just putting it in. I'm just sliding it. It goes slow. All right, Greg. And you need to keep a little back pressure on the lock strip itself. And you continue this process all the way around.
As we're coming to this corner, putting in the locking strip, when we turn the corner, you're going to see that we're going to hit the roof line. The unique feature of this tool is we can loosen the thumb screw, turn the handle, tighten it back up, and insert the lock strip. We'll get about halfway down the pillar. And we'll finish it. Now we want to trim the locking strip. We want to go about 1/4 to 1/2 inch.
And I'll take the tool out. So what Greg's going to do here is actually push it back on itself just a little bit. And then use the ball and hook tool to work it back into the channel. And you're done.